Hello everybody, welcome to Instantgo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? I'm actually doing this reading for you on the new moon because the energy is so crystalline, lovely, light, really conducive to positive, calming energy. I feel really good, and I've been working since early in the day, and I just feel consistently inspired. I love this energy because I feel like all this weight has been lifted, and oftentimes the new moons will do this for us. We decide dead wood, drop it, heavy baggage, not mine, disregard it, whatever it is. It's like things that used to exhaust and distract me early in the day or during weekends because I think I have more to do than I do is totally released, and I just have this calm of expansive time, relaxation, and balance. And so I just feel like it's a really beautiful time to do this reading. And what I was hearing very clearly is, what messages does your future self want you to know? What it wants you to know about staying inspired, grounded, being in a heart space, staying on your life path, giving love and receiving love, being creative and open to receive all these gifts, feeling the abundance, gratitude, all of that, whatever the messages are. And because it's such a sweet and endearing sort of read, I'm going to use the beautiful kitty cat tarot cards because I love those, and I just shuffled them, and I'm going to break the deck and move it about for you, and then we're going to see. I'm also going to be using my gorgeous astrology cards because I love when it suggests houses and planetary alignments and things like that. It's a real kind of, it's like a booster card, and then it sets it in that direction. So here's our choices, you guys. Number 1 is Conceal, which is secrets, confessions, and confidant, she who whispers. Number 2 is She Who Battles, Ebenolaka, justice, fierce, and commitment. And number 3 is Regina, she who instigates, leadership, provocation, and power. So I'm going to let you guys make your choice, have a sip of water, and then we'll begin. I'm really glad that this particular notion was just kind of like brought up, and I was like, that's it. And I had the camera ready, and I'm like, I love reads like this because it's kind of like ourselves and our true selves re-inspiring us from a heart-based place, a high vibrational place, so we can kind of hold the line and stay steady and work towards what's going to benefit us, make us feel satisfied with life, generate new ideas, creativity, and love as well. I have to have extra hydration today because I've been talking so much with all my new moon reads. So let's start with Conceal right here. With right away, the secrets, the confessions, and confidant is saying too, you are going to have really good friends that you find that you are going to be to share everything with. And that's going to help you evolve, and you're going to be able to express and have a free place and never doubt or fear that you're able to do this. And you're also going to be a wonderful, trustworthy confidant to others. And our word really is our bond. So when somebody tells us something, it should be sacrosanct. We shouldn't be sharing it with anybody else. It should almost be like doctor privilege confidentiality. Like I would never ever share anything with anybody that anybody has, any of my clients has ever shared with me, psychologically or needing reads or anything like that. That's very personal. And when we honor that, people in turn tend to honor that for us. And that's where some of the biggest discord in friendships happen, when people feel like they can't trust one another. But you are going to have some ultimately gorgeous, trustworthy friends that come in and know that you can trust them and that they also trust you. So this is something that's going to be happening in terms of dreams. This is imagination, memories, the subconscious, self-sacrifice, ideals, universal love. So right away, the first message that I'm hearing that is very strong is trust in the process. Whatever you're envisioning now, and you have been having ideas about you being able to conquer, do, and experience, you definitely can. This is a time of enchantment for you over the next couple of months. You're going to have some really great ideas, and dive in and say yes, because the payoff is going to be extraordinary when it comes to spiritual growth, when it comes to having pride in yourself and knowing how creative and wonderful you are, how easy you can forgive your past and embrace all the positive moments of the present. And through present moment awareness, you're more available to cues and clues from the universe, suggestions, the power of suggestion, the power of yes and inclusiveness, and doing what you want to do, because you're not trapped in the past of, oh, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. And when we are thinking about the past or future, we're not doing active listening right now. We're not doing active observant, and we're sure as hell not having present moment awareness. So by doing that, you're going to see all of this, and you really are in for a beautiful, enchanted life. Like, you are going to create some of this magic that you've dreamed about because of some self-sacrifice. When you want to go spend that money on little trinkets and waste, kind of just spin your wheels and waste time and be distracted. Instead of that, you're studying, you're learning, you're really evolving, you're really putting in the effort, and you have that oar in the water. And because you're doing that, you're going to make your dreams come true. You are going to be so certified where you want to be certified. You are going to be bold, collected, together, empowered, and you're going to enjoy life. It's saying right now, if you're in a stage where you're not enjoying life as much, and I'm going to pull a little kitty cat tarot right in the middle here. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love these cards. You are going to be enjoying it. Look at this King of Cups. Not only are you going to have like love offers coming your way that are sincere and passionate and romantic, but you're also going to be just very attractive and together. Like, you're just going to have, your cup is going to feel full. So you're emotionally together and available for other people when they need you. A really good, strong, stalwart friend. But you're also creating those because, what we are and what we become, we also attract. So you're going to have that all around you. Sincere love, sincere friends, really great elevated moments that you just were like, wow, I thought that was like the stuff of fairy tales. But because you are listening to your intuition every day and you're connected to your highest truth, things are unfolding exactly as they should. Your primary example is all of a sudden you feel satisfied. You don't feel like you're wasting time. You feel really, really good. I'm about to just keel over that this came up. I'm just like fanning out the deck and reaching in. Queen of Wands, you're going to stay impassioned. You're going to keep on that true north compass of, I really want this. I know I can acquire it. I know I can, whether it is your PhD, whether it is, your ultimate relationship with your family, you finding your soulmate, settling down, creating a family, having an empire, building something, that is for, that's going to carry on through decades, whatever it is, you're able to attain this by nourishing your mind, body, spirit, therefore keeping yourself really just relegated in the present moment, what to do next that's going to be great and help you. Feeling your power, feeling fully alive, being guided by your inner wisdom, being at peace, whole balance together. And this is usually when I get a king and queen. This is an optimal love connection too, that just is this, bond of a lifetime. And you're going to acquire it, and your future self wants you to know, have persistence, have heart, keep forward. We're all going to have our peaks and valleys, but it's what we do with each of those. When we're up on that mountain, we better reach down and help others and teach them how to get to our place, how we got up there, through care and love and all of that. And you're going to be an excellent spokesperson for certain things with people just listening. Whatever you're posting or suggesting, people are going to be really excited about it because you are a great teacher when it comes to teaching little life lessons, because you're learning them and you're really taking them to heart, and you, honest to goodness, are showing how they've proved true, how they have blossomed into these beautiful, fantastic, abundant moments for you, and you're eager to share that, and people are really eager to hear about it too. So, you may have offers of people wanting you to write a book or write another book or speak in a very public forum or something of that nature, because, you have wonderful memories and you're building wonderful memories, and, you are going to have so many moments where you just honestly cannot believe your good fortune. So it's just saying, when anything is sad, bad, or blue, that is temporary. And the second you recognize that, you'll know that you are someone who can do something about it, because it's your life and your direction, and you'll change it up. So you have like miracle upon miracle that you couldn't even have hoped to dream, just that's going to be taking place for you. So keep strong of heart and, express your feelings easily and lovingly, and you will feel wonderful. And don't shy away from responsibilities. Don't give up after the first failure, and don't fear taking any calculated risks, because they are going to pay off enormously, group one. So beautiful energy for you. I love that so much. Look at this cat. This looks like Mochi. If you're new to my channel, welcome, you guys. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. That's orange. That's citrine. If you need a private read or anything else, everything is down there. My Etsy store, my Patreon. Please come see me on Instagram at SparKrist11. I do daily posts and memes and giveaways and all those good things over there for jewelry and other things as well. So now we're going to go on to number 2, which is Emma Nolaka. Now this is about justice and fierce commitment. Your future self wants you to know if you stay fiercely committed to your true values and what you want, they will come to fruition and they will show up at your doorstep. People overcomplicate things, and your future self wants you to know when you simplify and you just become adaptable and you go with the flow. Basically, all you have to do is label and decide what you want. The universe loves a decision. It's going to start to move things in your favor. Then you have your focus on what you want. You have follow through. You put energy in there. You stay determined, and you're going to have what you want. And I also feel like that justice card is speaking to whatever's going on in your life that feels unfair or unwarranted. Everything is going to swing back in your favor, whether it comes to monetary settlements, child care custody, getting the job, the raise, the recognition, whatever is supposed to come, award or whatnot in your direction, you are going to receive, and your future self wants you to know. You have planted the seeds for success. Even unbeknownst to yourself, sometimes when you think you're weary and you're like, oh, I haven't put in much effort or something to this day. Every day is not meant to be, just productive as hell to just go, go, go. Life is meant to be enjoyed. There has to be rest and relaxation and vacation, whether it's actually physical in your mind, away from, the maddening crowd, the hard path of work, whatever, to take it easy and breathe and recognize the strides you've already made. Because I feel like, your future self is saying you're turning this corner of like massive gratitude. And because of that, you're going to bring all this abundance and love and excitement into your life. Now, this is about the 11th house, which is about friendships, group creativity, community, humanity, common goals, and startups. A lot of your energy is going to be based on this, and your future self wants to know you are going to be an advocate for certain things that are going to take off, and you are going to have extremely interested parties and people in what you have to say on these issues, because you're educating yourself and you're learning and you're experiencing certain things in your life that is going to make you perfect to speak up on these issues, and people are going to just be, so happy and receptive to hear this. Some of you are going to be writing books. Some of you guys are going to be speaking publicly. Some of you guys are just going to be raising a family that is strong together, has a great sense of integrity due to your teachings and your understanding of how things are. And a lot of it has to do with the experimentation. Your future self is saying, don't be afraid to say yes to things and then learn as you go. You're not meant to know everything. Somebody offers you a position or a job, you don't have to know everything. Most of my jobs that I've gone on to, I've learned the important facets to it being on the job. That's what it is. You're learning as you go. So go. Don't be afraid. The future holds some amazing things. You have a lot of common goals with people and interests, and when you fuse together and you work as a group, you are going to create some amazing things. So I see a lot of collaboration and mixing it up with some similar thinking people, and you creating something magical, like really neat. Some of you guys, I feel like, are going to be writing things that become screenplays and that become movies that are absolutely fantastic. Things of that nature where you're just like a huge like siphon of creativity and uniqueness. So I'm loving that energy for you as well. And remember, your future self wants you to know, don't worry about pleasing everyone, because you're going to travel in some pretty high circles, and people are going to be demanding, or they're going to want credit for some of your ideas, or they're going to push, or they're going to want to persuade you to do things. And absolutely don't be afraid to say no. If it's your idea, if it's your funding, if it's your time, these resources are yours. You're going to make really wise choices, and do not feel like you owe it to anybody, or nor should we feel like the world owes you. Just stay in your lane and stay focused, and you're going to do brilliantly. And don't waste energy on things you can't control, because I feel like sometimes you want outcomes to be a certain way, and when they're not, you get a little disheartened and a little distracted. But you know what? The simple statement is things are the way they are at this moment, and then just you get a hold of yourself, you put on your boots, and you keep going, because we're not in control with how people respond to us, how we are in the world, what we're offering. But when we see the positivity and negate all like just people that are naysayers, because people that will pipe up with negative reinforcement are usually people that are doing less than us, or they'd like to be doing what we are doing. You never see someone who's really busy and successful putting you down. It's like that's very rare to happen. They're usually people that are going and chugging along brilliantly, want to help others, raise and lift them. You're going to know who's going to be projecting negativity to try to distract you because of jealousy or envy. You're going to notice that. And your future self wants you to know, don't resent anybody else's success, and don't resent people that resent yours. Just let it all go and go forward. You're going to do some amazing things. And, although we shouldn't expect immediate results, we are going to be in passion and blooming and on the top of our game. And, people are going to be impressed, family members, your community. And it's not that you're even out to do these things to be impressive. You're simply, it's your glow up time. It's your grow up time. And you're stepping into this power and you're realizing, when I reinforce myself with I can do this, whether it's work, details, health, well-being, apprenticeships, your skills, rituals, it's like you've undergone and will undergo this purification process that says, I'm no longer going to be enticed by the silly, the ridiculous, the materialistic. It's time for me to really find my true path and go for it. And you're going to follow that, and you're going to be brilliant and trust in that process. Even if you have people that are going, what? It's none of their damn business. Nobody knows what's in somebody else's heart and mind. And they're usually distracted enough by their own life doubts and fears to just convolute your route. So just be like, thank you for advice. I will take that on board, and then just discard it when it's not helpful, and keep and push forward because you have this great energy. I can't believe the last one was a king and queen. I'm not kidding you. And this one, it is literally turned around. I believe the last one was Queen of Wands and King of Swords, and now it's the opposite for you guys. So this too is saying you're going to meet your ideal. You're going to meet your ideal match. Do never fear when it comes to relationships. You are not going to constantly be the giver. You are not going to be the person that's unsatisfied or dissatisfied. You are going to meet your spiritual, just your match, somebody who is ethical and aligned with your values. This is soulmate companionship, and your future self wants you to know, never fear. You are the one that is setting the standards to your life and attracting that energy, and they're going to show up just as you are showing up for them. And you're just going to have, I just feel this blissful love that's going to be taking place for you. So never fear in that regard too. Your future self wants you to know. It arrives. It really does. When we're in the flow of things, we feel abundant. We feel gracious, generous towards ourselves and others. Things just go, and they come about in a really beautiful, precipitous way, and that will be taking place for you. I love that energy group too. Beautiful, beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. How are you guys? Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, I appreciate it more than I can say. Look at that sweet cat. And all my links are down below if you want a private read and you want all the deets on what's coming and when and why, whether it comes to love or money, whatever it is, just let me know. And everything else is down there. My Etsy store, my Patreon. Please come over to Instagram and get in on all the giveaways, and everything else follows over there. I have so many great conversations with people over there. I really, really love that. So love and light to you guys. Again, it's a quick sip of water. I have talked so much today, but it's like I love doing videos in this kind of arena and energy. Now we're going to go on to number 3, which is Regina. And I love that because, as we know, Regina, queen, ruler, all of that, and she who instigates. Let's start, leadership, provocation, power. So you're going to be somebody who you're really going to be a future truth seeker. What you really want, what really matters, what is going to shift the balance, what is going, and this is in a really large arena as well, in so many aspects, in your mind, in your knowing, in your perception of things. And you're going to step into your true power, and your future self wants you to know, don't be afraid. You're going to be at the helm for a lot of things, and through the power of suggestion, a lot of people are going to just get on board and want to help and support you, work under you, and you're motivating people and you're making them feel good, and you're going to be an excellent delegator and leader, whatever you do. Fear. So don't fear taking these risks. When people ask you to step up, say yes. You are going to be safe. You're going to be confident, wealthy, healthy, abundant, balanced, grounded, really, really strong sense of self. So we're going to pwn those. Let me go into my kitty cat. Look at that. That keeps coming up. Pretty interesting stuff. I love that the 7 of Pentacles has come up in almost every reading I've done, private and otherwise, because you are setting the seeds, and your future self wants you to know, thank goodness, and they're thanking you because you are getting yourself to where you deserve to be in this beautiful kind of like spotlight, healthier than you've ever been. If you have been struggling with weight, it's like all of a sudden this year at some point, you're just like, enough is enough. I want to have strong bones. I want a good sense of well-being. I want to be able to jump over a fence and not have it be a problem. And you're just taking your diet and your health into your hands and going, now is the time. It's like no holds bar. You want to do what's best for your mind, body, and spirit, and you're doing it. You're planting the seeds for like just continuous education in different things, psychological, scientific, esoteric studies, animal, like just like everything, little fun snippets of information. You really want to broaden your spectrum of knowledge on little things. And what happens is you crack that book and that notion on one thing, you're going to want to know something else and further and further and further. And your future self wants to thank you for that, because you are going to be so abundant in all this rich knowledge. And I feel like because of that, it's going to reduce fear. You're not going to have any ignorance in these areas when you approach them. So all of a sudden you're armed with this knowledge. So I'm going to say, yes, I am, I'm safe, I'm confident, I belong, I'm worthy, I'm strong, all of those things. And you're going to be able to express yourself freely and easily, because you are going to have what it takes to be able to do that, and know that, other people's energy is exactly that. When people say something negative, it's a projection of how they feel. Stop, end story, Control, Alt, Delete. It has nothing to do with you. So anybody's pessimism or nastiness isn't going to affect you anymore. Nobody's going to derail you, and nobody is going to set you off course because of their problems. You're going to recognize that immediately, totally in tune with that. And part of it has to do with this higher thinking. It's like when we're in a high vibration, high frequency, other things that are negative and low bounce off us. We don't even pay attention. Your light is going to be shining so bright that you don't even see all the little weasels scampering around in the dirt, trying to tear other people down and trying to derail and deride and obfuscate and lie and cheat and all those things. You're just not even going to see that, because you can't be bothered with that type of existence. You are raising other people in your journey too. And I almost said your foreign self, your future self, which is also foreign to you right now because you're learning about them, wants you to know that you are not only going to get to where you want to be, but you are going to see things that seemed impossible for you and experience those things, because like any step, the view gets better, right? The next step, you see a bigger landscape, you see a different perspective. And as you rise higher in each thing, you realize, I am going to learn more. I'm going to find out what's important, what's meaningful, how to derive satisfaction and joy and uplift others as well on this journey, and, creative passions, and just you striding towards things every day. And I feel like one of your biggest breakthroughs is just constant motivation now, where I feel like you might have lacked motivation to do things. It's like you are just burning with passions to do things because of these great ideas and these, you are always planting little seeds for yourself, for new information and new understanding. And your future self wants you to know too, within this, it's about scaffolding, it's about maturing, it's about being grounded. And even though that responsibilities can create difficulties and bureaucratic garbage and little things we have to go through, the faster we address them and get them off the table, the more time we have for creativity, joy, and love, right? That's it. We can just sit there and have the woe is me, oh my gosh, I have to fill out these documents, oh my god, I have to do these applications, oh my god, I have to do this thing for school, and go on and prevaricate and go back and forth and waste time, or go, I don't particularly love this, so I'm doing it right now, 1, 2, 3, done. Now I have free time and I can create this, and I can watch a funny program, I can talk to my friends, I can have some delicious food, all of that. You're going to realize how to tackle things that once seemed difficult, or like the second I just shut up and do it, it's done. And now I have time for me and what's really important and where I want my focus to be. So your future self wants you to know, above all, if something seems just like a glitchy, annoying technicality, do it, get it off the table so you can move on, because you are going to be super open to receive all that life has to offer in amazing ways. You are saying yes in a huge platform. Yes, I want to travel. Yes, I want to experience. Yes, I want to say yes to love. Yes, I want to say, yeah, let's go do this. Let's experience this. Let's be friends. Let's trust. Let's travel. Let's create. Let's dive deep. Let's really find out. Just expansive energy for you. And your future self is like just constantly going to be showing you I almost said little blues clues, little clues and cues everywhere. Your intuition, your spirit helpers are going to be helping, and you're going to be sent signs and symbols and numbers, and you're going to be able to read them and decipher and know, because intuitively we know what feels good, right? Intuitively we know when we're standing still, when we're honest with ourselves, we know we're not getting anywhere and we're doing the same things with the same results, because we want to stay in our comfort zone because it feels like it can't harm us. But the truth of the matter is, there is no growth, there is no new learning, there is no new perspective in our comfort zone. We have to get out and try things. Strange tastes, sights, sounds, everything. Go out and do it. My best days are when I see places, people, and things I've never experienced before, because I'm stimulated and I feel alive, and the newness and the unknown is wonderful. And that's where, that boldness has that beauty and that magic in it. And your future self says you are just skydiving into it all, because you trust in that. You have that fool's card energy of, I want to see, feel, I know I'm protected, so I can do this. Therefore you do. And you come out just winning and sparkling and feeling silvery and light and alive, and you deserve it. Wow, I love that energy, group 3. I knew I was really compelled to do this on the new moon for a reason. It was like just very striking that this title just stood out, the card stood out, everything in the flow. And I just feel like our souls that travel and go into the future, they want us to know that we can always have whatever we want to attain through simple focus, follow through, envisionment, love of self, continuity, and just keeping our eye on everything that we love and we have gratitude for as well. So that's you, group 3. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I love that for you. And again, my name is Melanie. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'd really love it if you press like and subscribe. I am always coming up with new videos. I do on this larger channel two a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. And then on my smaller channel, I post daily, your daily pops of positivity in tarot. And sometimes I'm going to be adding some other things to that as well, and that is SparKrist Inspirational. And thank you guys for coming over to there too, and all your comments. I mean, they just fuel my soul and they make me feel so good, and I have so much gratitude for you guys. And a lot of you have been here since the very beginning with me. I see the same names under the comments, and your growth and what you guys are doing and experiencing, and how you hang in there, and you have a strong heart, and it's like, I'm so proud of you, and I'm amazed by everything that you do and how much you care and how deeply you try. You're absolutely beautiful. So again, you guys, all my links are down below for every single thing, private reads, everything, as you know. So love and light. Take care and blessings.